We can confirm today that round 3 of talks between Russia and Ukraine are set for today. As soon as we have details on that, we'll bring it to you right here on the show. We do want to say that viewer discretion is advised for this next video that I'm going to play, because this is very raw imagery coming in. Once again, this happening in Irpin. Civilians trying to flee. There you see behind this gentleman, the civilians with their suitcases trying to get to safety. And there you see the subsequent attack. Dramatic video. This coming into our newsroom just yesterday on Sunday. And I do want to make sure that the volume is not too loud here. But the RFE saying that this happened just yesterday. 3 people were killed in this shelling in Irpin, including 2 children. 1 person was in critical condition. And there you see, this is the true resilience of these Ukrainian people. They don't know if they're going to be attacked again, but they run to help that family that was simply trying to make it to safety. And there you see the military personnel running straight to them, and what appears to be people who obviously are on the ground and injured as a result of this shelling. More images did come into our newsroom. This one coming in from the police, and there you see the badge there verifying that this is official video. Police, emergency services, and officials in Ukraine saying multiple houses were destroyed in these strikes that happened from Saturday into Sunday. The state emergency service said on Telegram, which is a social media platform that they use in Europe, that at least 1 person was killed in this strike. A house estate nearby is just left in complete ruin, and there you are seeing just a scene full of debris. Hard to imagine that people once lived here, that people's homes were once standing where there is a mountain of debris. And these types of images continue to come in. Here we are seeing a resident surveying damage to an apartment building. This is happening in the southern Ukrainian city of Mykolaiv. Filmed this extreme damage, and we do once again want to say that viewer discretion is advised because these are wartime images. But Ukraine's state emergency service saying on Monday morning that fires were reported in these residential areas and at industrial facilities as a result of this shelling. And these types of images continue to come into our newsroom. Here we are seeing Ukrainian officials saying that at least 1 person has died as a result of missile strikes in Vinnytsia. This was an airport. We brought this to you live on Live Now from Fox yesterday after 8 missiles hit that airport, the Vinnytsia airport. It is located between Kyiv and Lviv, for those of you that are familiar with Ukrainian geography. And this footage brought by the state emergency service shows that a fire at a fuel depot and partially destroyed an administrative building near that airport. And here we're seeing fire crews trying to put out the remains of this situation. We also got footage of a Russian helicopter being shot down in Kyiv, just outside of the Ukrainian capital. The General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine saying a Russian military helicopter was shot down on Friday. So this is video coming into our newsroom that happened a couple of days ago. And there you are seeing a large cloud of black smoke. We'll let this play for you again for those of you that maybe weren't looking at your screen initially and want to see this video again. But once again, Ukrainian forces making sure that Russia's armed forces are met with quite a bit of resilience. And the ministry said that among the people that were killed were obviously Russian pilot of that helicopter. So this continues to be a situation that we monitor, and a situation that does have devastating consequences, even for nurses and children. Here we are seeing a Kyiv Children's Hospital moved to a basement of that hospital. You're seeing patients and medical staff working in this makeshift hospital with these makeshift beds. These are nurses, doctors. This hospital was caring for children recovering from operations, young cancer patients, and newborn babies. In this facility, there you are seeing to the left-hand corner of your screen that nurse working with a very young newborn baby. This is the reality of the ground of what is happening in Ukraine. We also want to bring this image coming into our newsroom of Odessa. Now, President Zelensky just 24 hours ago did warn the city of Odessa that they were to come under an attack by Russia. This is once again a port city located to the southern portion of Ukraine, and this is reportedly one of Russia's next big cities that it does want to capture. We did report last week that warships were headed from Crimea, which of course is the area that was annexed by Russia back in 2014. Warships were headed from Crimea to Odessa, and these are people who worked on a ship. Simply Europeans, people from Greece, also from the Philippines, also from Romania, and these workers were being evacuated because of that report that intense fighting and potentially an aerial strike was going to hit this city.